This is a Pfister Comet SR, and I'll be honest, the only reason I'm bringing this fantastic vehicle up, other than the opportunity to drive it a bit more, is that there's a new Pfister SUV in this game. I need to introduce Pfister somehow, so why not choose, one of my favorite sports cars. But yes, they have yet another brand new SUV, and what better way to test, what is the only way that I could test it while still keeping my sanity, hopefully, than do a thorough, proper road test. Well, kind of, yes. It is more practical than several sports cars, because it's, an SUV with 4 seats, but I would hardly call it the most practical SUV on the planet. It's got decent space, decent ground clearance, but the sloped back for the streamlining really doesn't leave you much room in the trunk. So, is it practical? Yes and no. That's not an answer, but that's the answer that I'm giving you, and you're just gonna have to live with it, because you're gonna have to buy this car. I'm not. In order to answer this question, we have to go to the sewer system where this vehicle really belongs. You see, we're going to try and do essentially a loop-de-loop, because at that point, at the perfect 180-degree mark, the vehicle will be completely upside down. And if it can do the loop, then it can drive upside down. That is our objective. And I've done this in little hatchbacks, but big SUVs, I don't know. It's got decent acceleration for being on the dirt, so that is a plus. Here we go! Oh, that's a weird feeling. I'm looking at the ceiling. And the ceiling is the floor. It made it, though. Yes. Yes, it can drive upside down. Well, this sort of ties into the whole practical situation, because you gotta store a lot of gold in the back. And, well, again, you're gonna be hindered with the lack of space in the back. However, escaping the police should be much easier than an Issy, because it is very fast and surprisingly maneuverable, despite its large size. So all you need to do... SUV can't get up a flight of stairs. That is a problem when you're trying to rob a bank. If you can't get your vehicle to the bank, to the stuff you're supposed to be stealing, then it's not a very good getaway vehicle. Yeah, well, I think that's a big F on that report card, unfortunately. Now this one hits right at home. This is a German vehicle after all. You never know when it's going to happen again, so it's best to be prepared. And this is a semi-decent transport. It's acceptable, which means the military might very well use it if they're a bit classy. However, as we sort of saw with robbing the bank, ground clearance is not the best in this vehicle. And while sure it's all-wheel drive with big tires to help get grip on the rough surfaces, it doesn't really scream off-road at all. It's not exactly a BJXL, we'll put it that way. It's better than I expected given the width of the vehicle and the, sportiness of it. I was expecting it to be just the worst thing in the history of the world. But, yeah, it is sort of scraping on the dirt. Let's just say you would not want to get this without a warranty, because you would need to fix a lot of scratches, and I don't think your insurance would cover invading France through Belgium. Ooh, saying that though, if your warranty does cover those type of scratches, well, you'll be getting a lot of them, because this is surprisingly capable. It went up that pretty much sheer cliff face a lot better than I thought. And sure, it's scraping and being very uncomfortable, but it is making it, so report card wise, B minus. Acceptable, but not exactly comfortable. Ow. That's right. This is $1.72 million, and for all intents and purposes, it's the exact same as the $1.5 million Astron from a few weeks ago. There's practically no difference between these two vehicles, so no, it is not worth it. It is a stupid cash grab that embodies everything that I hate about SUVs. It's too wide, it's too impractical, it doesn't have the handling of a sports car, it doesn't have the practicality of a big SUV. We've already gotten a version of this that I kind of liked, and now this is just another $1.7 million version with a bit more fender flare. Whew, had to relieve some stress there. I think I went a little too much on that one, but it was cathartic. Yeah, don't buy this vehicle. Save yourself some money. Whew, I don't think Pfister's gonna want this one back.